So finally, week 8, you're very welcome. And hopefully you've had a good 7 weeks so far. So I'm actually here in a place called Carrowkeel in County Sligo, home of my ancestors. And I always find a nice connection when I walk around these parts. So let's have a recap on what we've done over the last 8 weeks. So we started off in week 1 and we got the background to FLOW-Buoyancy, the coherence technique in terms of resetting yourself. We got into visualization, greatly used in sports psychology in terms of refocusing on what you need to achieve. We started looking at how we would implement that into our day, so we started practicing that over the first week. Second week then we started looking at the daily routine for peak performances, and we started to fine-tune it a little bit more, and we got into the dose system itself. So we expanded from just generating DHEA, the vitality hormone, to generating oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins and dopamine. We're all singing and all dancing to-do list. Stay with me for a second now, we're going through a marshy area here. Then week 3 we started looking at dealing with challenges effectively and the various game changers in terms of how we perceive it and how we handle it, and avoiding going down the incoherence route and staying firmly on the coherence route. And even if we do drift down the incoherence route for a period, we have the tools and techniques to go back to that turning point and head back down the coherence route again. Okay? It's remaining in that calm state of alertness and awareness, and ready to drop into the flow state on demand. Always staying focused on the solutions to challenges and not the challenge itself. You don't let it become the interferences or the distractions that's going to prevent you from coming up with the best solution. Okay? Then we start looking at week 4. We got into getting masterclass in your sights. We start looking at achieving world class in what we want to do in life in terms of our purpose. Maybe not our purpose, maybe leisure activity generally, or maybe something to do with our profession. We looked at our roadmap to masterclass, and that was in preparation for week 5, which was the daily improvement log itself and the daily improvement log system. Okay. At this stage we should feel that we've reached a turning point, or certainly a corner, and we've turned it. And week 5 we are fine-tuning everything that we learned so far and practiced so far. Our daily routine for peak performances, starting in the morning, the 90-minute cycles over the course of the week, over the course of your day and over the course of your week, your to-do list and your roadmap to masterclass. This is where we put it all into one system so we can stay focused on what's important and the process of achieving our goals in line with our roadmap to masterclass, and also the very important and very urgent, high priority, high value activities that we need to achieve on a daily basis, whether that be on a personal level and or professional level. It works very well for everything. Keeps you very, very focused, keeps you from getting caught up in unnecessary interferences and distractions and so forth. Okay, then week 6 was more fine-tuning. We're looking again at the to-do list and how we'd use that effectively, and bringing that into the relevant 90-minute ultradian cycles over the course of the week. We'll start to find out which is the best times or periods in our day for high value activities. We may find periods in a day that we're kind of lacking in energy or focus, so we basically cherry pick the activities that are not so important and that best suit those periods. Okay, then week 7 we got more into fine-tuning again, but we looked a little more closely at dealing with challenges effectively and how effective that can be And I shared an example of my personal life as well in there to give you, I suppose, the driving force behind what got me into flow buoyancy and got me into getting into the flow state on a regular basis and personal development generally. Okay, and here we are in week 8, and again, remember neuroplasticity. The whole program is based around a 7 to 8 week period that's required to change the physical structure of the brain sufficiently that you've reprogrammed yourself to function and operate from a very focused, highly efficient, calm state of alertness and awareness, and ready to drop into that flow state on demand with simple triggers. Okay, and that's assuming that you have been doing the exercises each week and at least 4 to 5 days a week, and you haven't dropped the ball anywhere along the line. If you have, don't worry about it. It just might take that little bit longer. Or even if you have put in the effort up to this point, it's not an exact science. It might take a little bit longer, but don't give up. You know, go the extra mile. Find that grit and determination to keep it going. And in terms of going forward beyond week 8, well, that's very much up to yourself. I continue to use the daily improvement log system, and if I stop using it for a period of time, I'll come back to it for various reasons, mainly because my productivity and my focus will drop off and it will become noticeable. So it's just a case of going back to it again, even though you will have formed the ultradian rhythms, the general patterns, the circadian rhythm patterns and the ultradian, and you'll have a good intuitive feel what periods in your day are best suited for some activities. But you can't be putting it down on paper or putting it down into the spreadsheet, because as they say, you're 9 times more likely to achieve your goals if you write them down regularly. Okay, and that's what we're doing. We're writing them down regularly. We're staying focused on the process of achieving them, not the unnecessary interferences and distractions. It really is, it's that simple. It's highly effective. It's proven from people like the Institute of Heart Math in terms of the coherence technique. It's proven in sports psychology in terms of visualizing what you want to achieve and drowning out the unnecessary interferences and distractions. The likes of you see somebody stepping up to take a penalty, or somebody about to walk out on stage in Wembley Stadium. If they allow the unnecessary interferences and distractions to get to them and to get into their conscious mind, that will certainly affect their performance. They won't be able to go with the flow of the activity, with the performance itself. And that's what it's all about. It's having the ability to, if you want to get into the flow state, to flow with any activity, event or challenge, and basically go with the flow of your life. Okay, so hopefully that summarizes it enough. And again, go to the FLOW-Buoyancy website, www.flowbuoyancy.com. There's plenty more videos and materials there, and by all means get in contact if you want to. You can contact me at flowbuoyancy@gmail.com. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the 8 weeks and the Flow Buoyancy program itself, and most importantly, I hope that you've got something out of it thus far and you continue to implement it into your life with great success. And I wish you all the best in the future. Take care.